So we went to an anime convention as artists, not like con goers. And so we got to spend 2 days sitting behind a small table, looking enviously at other people's art.
And we were right next to a toilet. We'll get into that.
Don't worry about it. But basically, it's very common at conventions to kind of do art trades, normally stickers, like small items, and then, yeah, you trade them. So we actually ended up getting a lot of stuff from a lot of cool people, because we could just go, hey, here's a sticker, and then they would hand us a sticker. It was very lucrative, except for the fact we spent £200 plus to be there.
We did earn back almost all the table costs, though.
Yeah, we did get all the table costs. There was every other thing we had to pay for.
Yeah, like food and travel and all those other expenses.
But anyway, cool stickers.
The convention we went to was London Anime and Gaming Con. I have, in fact, since going, researched all the problems with it. I get it. Don't comment about it. Thank you very much.
We know. It was very last minute. We literally paid for it and applied for it on the Monday, and it was on the Saturday of the same week. So we were in a bit of a rush to get everything together and to get across London to be there.
Okay, let's start with this guy. Very relevant if you've seen our other video we posted recently. This was the keychain I got for wishlisting PsycheXFuze on Steam. I've since played the game, it's pretty fun, and we made a whole video on it. I made a whole video on it on this channel. You were there. What do you think of the game? The art's really cool.
I think it's very pretty.
Thank you for your input.
I thought it was a rhetorical question to the audience.
No, that was a question for you.
I got this one, and where's the other one? I got two from the same person, and I just saw it.
We were quite smart this time around. We wrote the names on the back of the stickers. So,
Yeah, this was genuinely like the smartest thing I think you've ever thought of.
I know, thank you. So we can remember who we got things from.
So I got these both from Pippin Truman. And it's very funny, so I got this one first, which I traded for a computer, I think. And then, because I like showed a bunch of them, I walked past later and they were like, do you have a straight ally design? And I was like, yeah, I do actually. And they were like, can I trade for one? I have a straight ally I really need to give a sticker to. So I like literally ran off and got the sticker because I'd given them all out by then, came back and traded for this feral one because I do identify as feral quite regularly.
This is a slightly crumpled business card I got from Shaodow. He was performing there, we didn't see him, we were trading, but you know, it's cool that he's there.
So this one I got from someone called, I think it's Aubrie K. They had a lot of like MerriKiwi crossover designs. They were very nice to talk to. I think she also hadn't done very many cons, so like we bonded over that, and also how goddamn boiling hot it was in the convention halls, which were in a series of basement rooms in a hotel.
Yes, the management and location for this convention weren't great. We were in a hallway next to a toilet because they'd overbooked somehow, even though we were booked later than they expected. Like, people had dropped out and we got in, like you said, and it was still overbooked somehow.
Yeah, overbooked for, like, artists as well, which normally when people talk about overbooking, they mean attendees.
Yeah, but it was artists.
Which is kind of insane. So we literally got there, and we had no table, and they had to run and find a table for us. People had had their tables moved with all of their, like, items on it.
Yes, without their consent overnight, which is really bad.
Super terrifying also, like, you come back and your stuff isn't there. That happened to our, neighbour?
Yeah, our table neighbour, con neighbour. Yeah, so she came back on the Saturday and all her stuff had been moved. That was, yeah, not great. I'd say our point of contact was really good. Alex was her name.
Yeah, she was super good.
But
it wasn't her fault.
It wasn't her fault at all. She was the only person for every artist there. She was running everything for us by herself. For example, on the Saturday, we were like, hey, when's the convention going to close? We're not sure. Times keep changing. And she was told 7, and then it was 6:30, and then it was 6, and then it was 6:30 again. And it's like, Jesus Christ. Have some consistency.
It just wasn't very well planned. We also found out that all of the information booklets were sent out the Monday, the same day we booked the convention.
Yes.
Even though in said booklet we also got sent, it was supposed to be 2 weeks before the convention started. So good job there, guys. Also, somehow, even though it specified it was a live Google Doc, multiple people had different versions with different times on it.
Yeah, so that's not great.
Okay, but back to stickers.
Speaking of our con neighbour, Eggzworld was our con neighbour. She was very, very lovely, very fun to chat to. I was actually going to buy this because I thought it was very cute, but she was like, no, let's trade for it, which is very nice. And I didn't pick up her business card, so my bad. But all the artists we talk about will be on screen at some point and in the description, so you can check those links if you want to see more of their stuff.
So this was, I believe, Shrimp Ink, which is not what it says on the back, but I can just about make it out. I think I gave them a sticker, and then they were like, no, it's like, take one, like, we can trade, and I was like, no, yours are so much nicer than mine. I can't possibly, but like, we were chatting for a while, I was, you know, as you do, bitching about the fact we were in the hallway, and he was like, you what? So that was a good conversation opener for most people. Just being like, oh yeah, we're the ones in the hallway. And they go, oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, you got screwed.
Actually, wasn't even that bad
No,
in the end.
it was actually fine. You couldn't smell the toilets at all.
No.
And people actually kind of congregated in the area.
Yeah, like it was super clean, so that was fine. And then, yeah, you had people like waiting for their friends, basically, outside the toilet, because there was like, so you had like us, and then the hallway, and then like a wall. Like, was kind of inset, so people were hanging out there because there was space.
Yeah, I think the only other major thing I had issues with, actually, so when we got there on the Sunday, we were locked out of the dealer's area, although the artist area, every artist was locked out until about 40 minutes before the con opened.
Which was very funny, because they did in fact tell us to take everything with us, because the room would not be secured. And then we turned up, and it was so secured we couldn't get in because they didn't know who had the keys to the door.
Yeah, so I don't really know what they were talking about. And then I'll complain about it a bit more later. Let's intersperse the complaining with looking at lovely stickers to keep our spirits high.
So, this one is...
obviously, Good Louse.
Yes, Good Louse. Very lovely. He is, I always end up chatting to him at conventions. Like, I think we just end up at the same ones. I gave him a computer, so I got a computer-y one back. It was actually, because like he was like, you know, take whatever. And I was like, I actually have so many of your stickers because people keep buying them for me because they're all like isopod themed. So I have quite a few. But that was a new one. So
yeah.
that was nice.
It's funny, there's certain artists that we both independently talk to when we're going around, because like we'll go around by ourselves. So one person will stay with the table, one person will go explore the convention. So like you've spoken to Good Louse a bunch. I've bought from Good Louse a bunch. I've never spoken to him. Like not once have I had a conversation with him, but I feel like I know him parasocially through you.
I think I made quite the impression because it was at Comic-Con and it was when I'd like stuck the business card to my corset.
Yes.
So I was just going around and people had to like photograph my torso to get our information because that was the business card. This time we did it on our phones, but that's less fun really.
Yeah, I would show you, but you're my phone.
Yeah. You're in there.
Next is this lovely sticker. Mungus sticker. I didn't write whose it was on the back because this was before I decided that I'll come with that idea. So if this is yours, please tell me. I just think the interaction was, what kind of gay are you? And I was like, oh, a bi one would be great. And then she came back with this.
Ooh, insulting. No, I'm sure it's fine. It's just very funny. I got this one from, I think this says Bug Computer? That's probably a U.
Wait, wasn't there another one that was B Computer? Oh, entirely separately. I'm pretty sure this was...
That one is, yeah, because it's eggs.
This was the other one by Eggzworld. Such adorable art. And the ideas that they have for, like, future projects, because we were sitting right next to them, I overheard loads of conversations, so I learned a bunch of stuff. But the ideas she has for future artwork is really exciting. So,
yeah, I think it's Bug Computer. I remember the computer bit, because I saw it, and I went, computer for a computer. Which was, you know, cringe of me. But then I took a computer one back. I obviously will look it up. I think it's Bug Computer. But
it says Puda.
On my Puda. It's me. I'm gonna put this on my computer.
Oh, you absolutely should.
I should like just fucking plaster that thing with stickers.
You should. I've got stickers on mine. I've got my Louse stickers on mine because it's down in a hidden part behind my underneath my
That's why I
desk.
feel bad about it. Like I like the stickers. I don't want to condemn them to under my desk where I'll accidentally put my feet on them. Unless they're into that, but they're stickers, so I can't ask them.
Up next, we've got this lovely sticker by Peppermint Papers, right on the back of that one, which I think we have a business card for.
Yes, no, hang on, I've seen it.
Yes.
We own like 8 of these business cards.
Yeah, we've got a lot of their business cards.
Because we both, like, this is one where we'll, like, both independently walk past, be like, oh my god, your art's so cool, take a business card because we're awkward. So they're everywhere in our house.
But it's so exciting to, like, just chat to artists now, because we have something we can talk to them about. We're not, like, totally getting in the way of them selling stuff. Like, I don't feel like I'm getting in the way by chatting about being an artist at the convention. So loads of people that we've spent years buying stickers from and taking business cards from, we actually get to chat to them, and it's quite cool.
Oh, this one. So this is it Boon, I think is how it's pronounced?
Yes.
But so I'm not sure which of them she is, but the woman who was there came past.
Boon.
And she took a sticker. I can't remember what she took. I think it might have been a shrimp actually. So when I went round at one point, I was like, oh, you're the one who took the shrimp, right? And she was like, oh yeah, do you want one? In return, I was like, oh, well, if you insist. But then I like went to her, I was like, which one of these stickers is your favorite? And she was just like, oh god, I can't pick one. And I was like, okay, which one do you think hasn't sold as much as it should? And she said this Fallon.
Oh, really?
Her favorite one that hadn't really done as well as she expected, but
That's
like
a shame.
that most of them had done pretty well. But apparently this is a reference to later on in the manga, so
Oh,
maybe
really?
that's why. But I do like her.
I really like it. I thought you picked that one deliberately.
No. I asked her for her opinion.
No, the woman from Boon had the amazing Eevee.
Yes, the
hood.
Umbrian hood.
The Umbreon hood. I was close. That I kept complimenting, and then I found out it was custom made, and I thought it was even cooler. So now we have to get one of our brothers to custom make us
Yeah.
a crochet hood.
I want a cloak. Was this you?
No, this is me.
Oh wow, I was much better at networking.
Yeah, you're good at networking. I'm good at sitting by. I can talk to people near our stall. I'm not good at walking around that much, but I did speak to more people this time round.
Good job.
This sticker is by FrizzyLatte. I don't know if we have a business card for them, but it's very cute. It feels like it's a gingerbread starman. Starman?
Starman.
Starfish? I'm having a stroke, I think.
Yeah, don't. This was also me. Timeline Comics. So a lot of people kind of will have specific. She ran away. Specific stickers for their freebies. We were very much like, just take whatever you want, even if it's shiny and like worth £5, because our stickers are worthless functionally.
Yeah.
And being nice to artists is worth more than a few quid. But so some people have ones they have set aside as freebies, and this person just pulls out like, you know, like a tackle box.
Yeah.
For like fishing.
Yeah.
Just with like little heads of so many characters.
Oh my god.
And like she didn't have any of them like on the table. It was all kind of like larger, fancier stickers. So I wonder if it's like dead stock or something. But I just thought it was very funny. And I had to like pick. And I think I went for Uraka in the end.
That's funny.
I'm pretty sure it's Uraka, right?
Uraka, something like that.
I can't remember how it's pronounced.
From My Hero.
Yeah, the floaty one.
The floaty one.
There was so much choice, it was genuinely like, oh god, I have to pick favourites now.
Up next, I guess we can show...
Yeah, you were there for that one.
I'll show this one. This was another trade, too big to even fit on screen apparently. But we traded the stickers for it, or multiple stickers, because I was like, I'm not just gonna trade one. You can take like literally whatever you want. This is a independent comic they'd made. I haven't read it yet, but I'm very excited to check it out. It is by Tako. Tako.
Nice.
Stuff on the back.
She was like literally walking around with like just a stack of like the comics and prints that she had, which I thought was a very funny way to kind of end it.
Yeah.
This was Milk and Mochi, who I remembered came by and took a sticker, and then when I went back I had to get this one because you'd been talking about your idea to do a very similar sticker, so I thought that was very funny that
Yes.
she had that.
My idea, by the way, is just to 3D model some golden balls, and that would work as a sticker.
Just shiny, especially if they were holographic.
Yes, that would be so good.
Oh my god, could we like get gold foil like sticker sheets?
Oh, we should research that. That would be so good.
So there's this one which...
We're not sure who this is by, but because we didn't write on the back because we're stupid, but if we remember, we have a good idea, but if we remember, it'll be up on screen. So thank you very much for this one also.
And then finally, oh no, these are actually both. I got this one. Again, this was before we thought of the thing, so if this is you, thank you. Please tell me your name. And the same for this one, because I got a Haruhi, because she's been a hot topic recently on anime Twitter.
Has she?
Yeah, the kids don't know who Haruhi is.
No!
Have you not seen this?
No, I haven't, but that makes me feel old.
No, there was a lot of like, why should I know about this like fucking Guna bait show?
Oh!
And it's fucking Haruhi. So like, it's been like this massive thing, so I saw it and I was like, I gotta pick her. But I don't fucking remember who it is.
Oh my god.
It's such a good sticker too.
It's a really good sticker. You brought it back to the table and I was like, oh my god, that's amazing. I think that was your first time round.
Yeah, we kind of
not on the Saturday because we came up with the writing on the back on the Sunday.
But next time we'll be prepared. Anyway, so there's that.
Fascinating. We have to do a video on Haruhi now, right? Because that's painful.
Do you want to do this one? Although I got the item.
So, the next one we both went to, I stayed for a demonstration of the card game, spent fucking ages at the store, and went, cool, that was nice, and left after picking up all of their business cards, because they're all cute, right? So I picked up all these business cards. This is DoodleBun, and then you went back.
Yeah, and I gave him a sticker, and in exchange he gave me a pack of cards.
So I'm not salty about that at all.
And I was like, I can't take an entire pack of cards based off of like a sticker. I think it was like, I might have given him an egg. At that point I was just forcing people to take straight ally eggs, especially if they didn't have obvious pride match. Because it was like, statistically, this is your flag. I hope. But yeah, so I got a whole pack of cards, so maybe we could do a little pack opening at some point.
Yeah, we should do a proper pack opening, and I will add it into the video.
Yeah, it deserves it, because this is such a cool fucking idea. So it's basically a card game where artists can collaborate and create their own sets.
No, wait, incorrect, because I stayed for the thing.
Oh.
This is his personal one.
Oh, yes.
And there's another set that are the collaborative artist thing, but it's really cool. So on the other set, of the other game, the artists make their own selection of cards, and then when you buy that pack, those funds go to that artist. So if you like a certain artist, then you get to support them while buying packs for this game.
And they do like function as packs, so you can see on the back it's got like actual drop rates. I really want to know what this barcode goes to, because there's no way it's legitimate.
I know.
So it's probably off of something, and we need to find what this is.
But I think this one was his personal game, so these are all his but it's still a game.
Yeah. I think I'm not sure if it's the same game.
I don't know if it's the same.
If they're booster packs. But yeah, no, so it's super cool. He's like super passionate about like kind of supporting the artists who do it. Like, so if you make stuff for it, you get to keep it. It was really cool. He was very fun to talk to. And we have one final freebie, which is this. I was talking to this person for so long. I think I actively harmed her sales because she was around the front of her and still talking to me about things. And I literally pointed at this and I was just like, by the way, is this a patch of Hokkaido? And she was just like, oh my god, yes, do you want it? And I was like, I can't take this. This is more expensive than like several items combined on our store. Like, she owns several incredibly expensive embroidery machines and makes them all in-house, so I felt super bad. So when she came back, she took several stickers with her.
Which is fair.
It was like, yep, totally, you can have them. But no, she was super nice, like, super chatty. Like, one of the few people I have actually managed to continue talking to after being at a convention. So
she's watched some of our videos and commented, which is super cool and very exciting. Very
lovely. Very, very nice. So, like, this is, like, the first time I've successfully networked, like, outside of a convention. Like, it's followed through, so I'm very happy about this.
Wait. I messaged Pen.
Good job.
I messaged a VTuber I've met at Comic-Con and then met again at this convention. Very exciting networking.
Business card. Cool.
And we did buy a few things.
Yes, we each bought 1 or 2 things.
I bought a bunch of stuff, but they are for this one.
Yeah.
This one. This is his birthday, so we're not showing that on here.
Anyway, so I got you this
Yes,
because you like Studio Ghibli and you like little guys.
I do. I'm excited to put the little stickers everywhere.
Yeah.
Here's my favorite.
I thought they were very cute, very shape. I thought you'd appreciate them, and I thought it would be nice, because you were working so hard.
Ah, thank you.
Sit in there. Oh, hey.
Nice.
Very nice.
Very good.
So that, and then I fucking this for a friend of mine. So I did do a sticker trade with this person. Oh, this one's FrizzyLatte.
Oh,
There
no,
we
that
go.
one. Yeah.
Wasn't it this one? Oh no,
No, it
no,
wasn't.
you're right. It is this
Because
person.
it's the same star.
Oh yeah. Oh, and there's one in there. I didn't notice that. I'm keeping that. So they had a lot of kind of K-pop merch, and a friend of mine is super into K-pop. So I got this because it was like the last one, and I know she likes this guy.
Whatever his name is.
I think it's San,
Okay.
because she talks about him all the time. He is her phone wallpaper. So it was very funny. I was talking to her, and she was like, this has tested a lot of people's friendships, because they have to like guess which of the boys their friends like. But I was pretty confident it was the last one, so I was like, oh well, I gotta. And like, her birthday's not till the end of the year, but maybe I'll just give it to her because I'm her friend.
Yeah, you can do that.
You can give people gifts for no reason. But yeah, so you got, it was like, I can't remember how much it was, too much. Because I like gone out with cash,
Yeah.
and it was more than the cash I had, so I had to pay for it on my card, and my phone played up, and
Oh
I was
my
just
God,
like,
the
oh
stress.
god. But no, it's fine. It's worth the money I paid for it for my friend's happiness. But you got like the keyring, and then you got a little strap, which was very cute, and you got to pick one of a couple of colours. So I thought that was very fun, and my friend can put it on her cringe handbag with her cringe photo card holder that she has on there. So yeah, I'm making her worse as a person.
Now, what did we think of the convention overall?
I really enjoyed it. It was one of our better performing conventions. Also because we changed some business decisions. We went in with some kind of higher ticket items. Still kept the cheap shit, but we kind of had some stuff people were willing to pay a little more money for. So even though I think we made about the same sales, maybe a little more, we made much more money proportionally.
Actually, I think maybe we had less overall sales because we made about the same amount of money.
Yeah.
But with like a much smaller convention, like to make the same amount of money with £1, £2 sales. I think genuinely, like, because we really like having £1 50p stickers so people can get them, you know, and it's really easy to give them away. So sometimes kids would come by and they spent their entire allowance for the convention, and we go, oh, it's alright, have some free stickers, and they would get really excited. That's like a good memory. I would have been really happy if someone had done that for me as a kid. And even now, we don't really have enough money to... We like quantity of stickers. We can't really be spending like £10 on a sticker. And for a lot of artists, understandably, because they get them manufactured, they're kind of more expensive. So because we do it in-house, it's so cheap. Like, the holographic paper we used for the more expensive stickers, we got gifted for Christmas. And we're still using the ink from the printer that we got gifted the Christmas prior. So, like, it really is just time to get them made. So, we kind of want to do them cheaper, but I think some people want to spend more as well. So having some, like you said, higher ticket items that we have, like, up to £5. Some of our items go up to £5.
Yeah, and I think, like, for some people, getting your money's worth is what they want. So they want, like, a cheap sticker that looks nice. But for other people, they'll look at a cheap sticker with a cheap price and be like, oh, that's a cheap object.
Yeah.
Regardless. So we're kind of trying to play to both sides, I guess. So, like, people who would see the value in something if it had a price they thought was appropriate.
Yeah, we had a sign saying, like, feel free to haggle, kind of hoping people would try and get deals, and they didn't work at all. Like, no one did it. I think we did 2 deals, only because I felt bad for one person.
Yes, one person, we were like, we'll give you any sticker for 50p, because, like, he was literally, like, chasing after his mum to get the money for it. And then she was like, I can pay £1. And we were like, do you want 2 stickers then?
Yeah.
So that was nice.
And there was...
It really doesn't cost us anything.
Yeah, it's alright. And then someone else, their friend bought the last mystery bag that was, like, specifically... Because we had mystery bags that were, like, specifically trans stickers or specifically, like, bi stickers. And they bought the last one. So I was like, you know, you can just have 5 of any for £5. and I didn't think it through because they picked exclusively holographic stickers. Bad financial decision, but I'm glad they were happy with it.
Yeah, so like I guess like the holographic paper was a good sort of trial, and they did really well, almost to the point where maybe just doing holographic stickers could be the way to go.
Potentially. I like a bit of both, but I do see the value in like maybe just doing the holographic. If we have to put our effort in somewhere, those do way better. I only had one person who didn't like the holographic, mainly because it said they hurt their eyes.
Oh, interesting.
But yeah, I think, yeah, we'll see what happens. I also think we should have a deal.
Yeah, I think people like a deal, and I think, yeah, look, the average person can't fucking read. If you are dealing with members of the public, they will not read anything you put down.
Yeah.
You can put the world's largest sign that says all stickers £1, and someone will turn to you and go, how much are the stickers?
Yep.
And you have to resist beating them with a stick.
And this isn't just an us thing. I was chatting to artists across the weekend who were telling me, like, you know, they had a sign with all their prices on, no one read that, so now they have massive signs next to all their individual items, and they had, like, we had the idea of maybe putting our stickers in a binder, but a different artist told me that doesn't work because they never flip through it, they just buy the ones that are on the page that is open. So you really have to social engineer your way through your table setup.
Yeah. And, you know, just accept you're probably going to be telling people the same information 50 times, which anyone who has worked in retail will tell you.
Yeah. The only other thing that I can remember being notable is that they, on the second day, on the Sunday, they changed the one-way system.
Yeah, they also had a one-way system,
which didn't work.
No.
But they had a guy standing next to our tables, because we were in the hallway, guiding people away from our tables. This poor guy, right? I'm sure he's very lovely, but he was very, I don't know how to describe it. He was doing his job, and only his job, with no regard for anything else. So his job was to tell people to go this way. So he would stand in front of our stall and point people to go that way. He'd be like, exit that way, exit that way. There was no regard to their, like, how much fun they were having. So people left their interactions with him kind of irritated, and then stepped past our stall, which for the first few hours was not great, and then it got too busy for him to do that, or someone told him something, because he definitely changed about a couple hours in with what he was saying, and then eventually it was just telling people to stand on the left or whatever. But they were very forceful at this convention, I think, the staff, aside from Alex, who was lovely, but the rest of the staff were very forceful. I heard some other people actually yelled at by the staff, like the artists. So, yeah, Anime League doesn't have the nicest reputation, and I can kind of see why, but in terms of artists and the turnout, it was great.
Yeah, like, it's really a shame that I guess kind of all of the back end of things sucked, because, yeah, it was a really good convention. We had a lot of fun. The location wasn't the worst either. It was actually pretty accessible to us. So it's a shame because, like, it's sort of like, I don't know if we should do it again.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing it again, but they really need to step their game up. Like, first off, convince the hotel to put on the air conditioning from day one.
Yeah.
And don't make
so
us
hot.
pay an extra £100 to do the Friday. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and like some people like could make their money off of that Friday, but if you can't, like, so this was the other thing. They didn't have stalls set aside for people. It was first come, first serve. Which means if you booked on the Friday, or you paid for the Friday, you basically got to get in first. Now, the problem with that is that it's kind of unfair because you're de facto charging for the ability to pick where you pick.
Yeah, and there's no benefit to this, other than making artists compete against each other for the better tables.
Also, you don't know what tables are going to be better. Some people were kind of fucked because they were right by the door, others weren't.
Yeah.
But also, something I heard a few people mention, they didn't tell them they had to pay extra for the Friday until about a month or so beforehand. And then they suddenly went, by the way, you owe us an extra £100 if you want to be there all 3 days.
Yeah, which is crazy. And then some artists who only did the Saturday and Sunday rocked up at 6 p.m. on Friday to set up for Saturday. So if you had the means to get there, which we didn't, because we were busy on Friday evening, you know, I was working, so we couldn't go there and set up. So we lost out there as well. That's why we're in the hallway. We came literally almost last.
Yeah.
And we had no idea. We thought we were getting there a bit early, and we were almost the last one there, which is crazy.
It's also like going up on that extra day would have cost us another day's travel, even if like you can afford that or you drive. That's still another day's worth of travel to get there and back. And some people were local, some people had come in for the convention from different places.
Different countries to some people.
Yeah, so it seemed like fucking them around like that was just a really selfish move.
Yeah.
I think there was some level of dispute between the hotel and the Anime League organizers, from what I could tell. Like, it just seemed like the hotel staff were a little annoyed they had all of these freaks running around their very nice fancy hotel. But that was just a vibe I got.
Yeah, that was kind of the vibe I got as well. I don't really think the hotel was a good location, especially because on the Sunday, people were getting in without wristbands. Because, as we did, you can just go in the back entrance, go up the elevator, and walk straight into the convention without going past any security or any, like, members of staff. So we went in the wrong way to start with, and were so confused. And it's just, it was a mess.
Yeah, it was not a good venue just because of the actual layout of the building itself, which obviously they couldn't control, but you can choose which hotel.
Yeah, and I only went to one of the dealers' halls, but there were 2 dealers' halls, and sandwiched between, so on the top floor? Ground floor? We were on floor 1, so I guess floor 2, I don't know. Anyway, we were sandwiched between 2 dealers' halls that were massive and open and had so much space, and every artist could have been in half of that dealer's hall, but it was filled with tat. We didn't even go into that. The dealer's hall was awful.
There was so much AI art. So yeah, now shitty lucky bags have escalated from stealing fan art, which they did still do, image on screen because it's funny.
Yeah.
But a person we asked to take a photo of their bag because it had ship art on it, which was really funny, also pointed out the main big picture on it was AI generated, and it wasn't very good. But that's the type of slop shit these dealer halls are filled with. Like, everyone was buying the shitty swords, everyone was buying the lucky bags, and...
There was even 3D printed dragons. Actually, hold on.
But, like, this is the type of stuff, yeah, you buy it at your first convention before you know better, but it was almost all there was.
There was a table that sold exclusively this in different colors and sizes, and while I do like this dragon, it was gifted to me, I didn't buy it myself, while I do like this dragon, that's tat. It's 3D printed tat they bought online and are selling for a massive markup. This shouldn't be allowed at these conventions.
Like, why is your dealer's hall exclusively, like, resellers of just, like, it's not even, like, importing stuff from Japan, right?
Yeah.
Which presumably is what they used to be. Because you can just get all of that shit here anyway.
Well, yeah, the times have changed. If we want fucking Pocari Sweat, or what's it called? Pocky, or the one where you pop the ball in.
Ramune.
Or Ramune. All that stuff we can buy in our actual supermarkets here in the UK. Like, times have actually changed. We can get all the Japanese food we could want in our small-ass town. So they've just pivoted to selling crap, basically.
Yeah, it kind of feels like it's whatever's got the slimmest, like, cost to actually buy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even want to think how much people were buying those swords for, because I got mine for like 30 quid.
Yeah.
It was not worth that. I paid like £40 for a shitty kimono. Still see people wear that exact kimono though.
Oh my god.
Because it's like the one people buy, like it's the one that is mass produced. And like, you know, it was like 16. And I could barely use the internet for shopping because I barely had money or money of my own.
Yeah, that's fair.
But now kids kind of do. Like, we had a few younger kids who paid with cards they owned. Like, they had a credit card that obviously their parents probably couldn't see and manage, but...
A debit card.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yep.
That's because, like, no one uses credit cards in the UK, so I always say credit card.
Really?
Yeah. Even though they're actually
there was a whole
cards.
conversation I saw between a parent where a kid was like, oh, I'm going to use my credit card, and she was like, debit card. And they were like, what? Like, what's the difference? And then they explained the difference, and I also explained the difference. It's important to know the difference, because we do have credit cards in the UK, they're just not very popular.
Yeah, so, like, but these kids can, like, manage their own finances, like, in ways we never could as kids. Like, I opened my first bank account when I was, like, 16 or 17.
I got mine at 13, because my mum set it up for me, but I didn't start using it properly until I was like 15, 16, and that was just buying stuff on Amazon.
Yeah.
And you had to put your details in every time. I distinctly remember.
Yeah, same. Now your computer just remembers them, and there's no security risk there. Don't worry
Yeah,
about
it's fine.
But yeah, no, I literally went round the dealer's hall, and I got super depressed and just left without buying anything because just like it was just the amount of fucking wasted space in this dealer's hall, and I was like, cool, I'm gonna go back to the hallway I paid £200 to sit in. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I literally, like, hands in pockets, walked around with kind of a shocked look on my face. Like, at least in Comic-Con, it's dispersed. So you see a couple of crap stalls, and then you see some interesting ones, and you see some unique ones. It was condensed. It was all the worst aspects. And the worst part is, interspersed with all these awful stalls, were some actual artists. There were some legit artists in there, and they were kind of made worse by association of just being next to this tat.
Yeah, like, I got this from an artist in the dealer's hall, and it was kind of like, I was walking around and I was getting really stressed out because I decided I needed to buy you something, and I was like, I hate all of this, I hate being here, this sucks, like, it is the same mass-produced shit from 10 years ago as well.
And it's just, you know, and it's almost worse now because there's less original anime figures being marked up and more Pop Funkos and...
Yeah, so many fucking Pop Funkos.
I don't know, man. It feels like we need an artist convention, but then the foot traffic would be terrible. No one would go to an artist convention.
Like, unfortunately, people want to buy that shit. And it's like, I just wish there was a little more, like, control over how much of it is there. And the problem is, then you, like, as I was saying to other people when I spoke about it, the problem is it would be so easy for artists to get caught up in that. Because, like, what do you actually make? Are you just importing, like, stickers with designs on them? Why should you be here? Why is that any different?
Yeah, once you start restricting it, it becomes a nightmare.
So it's like an unfortunate, I guess, what would you even call it? Just like something that has to exist.
I just wish that we were kind of not hidden away in the hallways and meeting rooms of this hotel. It didn't feel like we were well respected there by the management. And it sucks because, like you said, that was almost the most fun I had at a convention. Dealing because everyone was so awesome. But I almost think that everyone was so awesome because we were all dealing with the same bullshit, you know?
Yeah. I guess, like, instead of the convention changing, I would prefer if the people attending the convention changed. And so, to people who go to anime conventions, I would like to say, maybe don't buy 5 shitty wooden swords that were mass-produced in a factory 10,000 miles away. Maybe instead buy some shite on some paper some guy made, because I have a lot of issues with how artist alleys tend to be run anyway, but it's actually a lot better than that is.
Especially our stickers, which we hand cut ourselves.
And handprint and make.
Well, handprint, we hand touch the printer, turn the printer on.
I had to fucking reconfigure that thing like 5 times. I'm considering it hand printed. But like, you know, I would love to do screen printing or lino prints.
Yeah, we're thinking about doing our own charms because we really don't want to use Chinese factories, basically.
I spoke to a few people who use like domestic ones.
Yeah.
But it's a lot more expensive. Benefit is it doesn't take like 5 months. And I saw a few people when I was talking to them about it, they were saying they use specifically English manufacturers because a lot of the time the conventions don't give you enough of a time frame to get your shit together. Yeah. So you only have a month or 2 and you genuinely won't be able to get the stock in time. So there's a lot of benefits to it. Yeah, anyway. It's just pretty heavy for a video about an anime convention. Buy local. I'm gonna start making my own paper.
I'd be down to make our own paper.
I used to do it. It was fun.
I even have more complaints.
Oh, you can complain for I'm gonna drink tea.
Okay.
Meanwhile, you are dishing the tea.
There's only one other complaint I had, which is with the placement. The placement was a massive problem, right? So you walk in, and there's the voice actors, really cool, but the line for the voice actors cuts through the line to get inside, and the line for the voice actors in the dealer's hall cut through the dealer's hall, so you had to keep crossing through this line. Absolutely terrible placement. Whoever was running this should be ashamed, except Alex, who was dealing with literally 100 artists. Maybe. A lot of artists. She was doing an incredible job. Good job to her. Terrible job to everyone else in the management. But also, this is amazing. I love doing this.
Also, I hate whoever designed the leaflet. I don't know if we still have it. It is the worst graphic design I've ever fucking seen in my life, and it was presumably printed on a library printer, because it looked like shit.
Amazing. And on that bombshell, watch our main channel videos, watch our other videos. Do you like this kind of stuff? Do you not like this kind of stuff? Comment. It's really fun. We kind of stole the format from Elise and Sam.
Yeah, but I was drinking tea, you weren't.
Yeah, review. Yes. And I think it's fun. It's a nice way to kind of vent and talk about stuff completely unscripted, and also show off our stickers, which are all going to go on the sticker wall as soon as we take pictures of all the names on the back, so we can find all their socials and stuff. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and like and subscribe and all that shit. And you have anything else to say?
Buy my shit.
Alright, bye!
Money makes life happy.